everyone, so today I thought I would talk a bit about where I traveled in China. You guys have asked me a couple questions about where I've been, if I liked it, what things I liked about those cities. Yeah, so I thought I would just do that today. I have a bunch of video ideas, but they're taking a little bit long to kind of like organize and find the time to like sit down and do everything, just because I have a baby and everybody's busy here. We're all like doing our jobs and everything like that. So yeah, but I think after this video we're going to do what is it, like how much we know about Popo. So yeah, we're gonna do that. That should be pretty fun. We're going to film that tomorrow, and yeah, that should be up on Wednesday. Yeah, so the cities that I went to in China, the first city I went to was Beihai in Guangxi province. That city was really interesting. It's like a tropical city. It's very hot and humid. I went in June, so it was like the top hot humid month. They have really delicious fruit there. I ate so much jackfruit, lychee, what else? They have really delicious seafood and dim sum. Yeah, that city was really interesting, and I feel like that city was really different from all the other cities that I visited in China. So yeah, it really had a different feeling, and I believe the main language there is Cantonese. So yeah, I remember when I went I could barely speak Mandarin anyway, so I mean, regardless, I could barely communicate. And also when I went to China, I went by myself. Yeah, it was an interesting time. Lots of miscommunication, lots of going to the wrong places, which was my fault completely because I didn't know how to explain what I wanted to do or where I was going, but it made for a pretty fun time. And the next city I went to after Beihai was Shanghai. Shanghai is amazing. I really love Shanghai. I think it's a city that never sleeps. I feel you can always find restaurants that are open. There's always nightlife. It's really beautiful at night with all the lights, and yeah, I did all the touristy things there. I went up the Oriental Tower, which was really cool, and then you stand over the glass floor and you can look down. I have some pictures, so I'll try to put some pictures in this video as well so you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, Shanghai, the food was amazing there. I ate lots of steamed buns and soup dumplings. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I did there. If you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to let me know. I'd love to go more in depth of the cities that I visited, and I did keep kind of like a little diary, so I can check that as well and find lots of pictures if you guys want to know more. Where else did I go? I went to Xian after that. Xian was probably one of my favorite cities. I just really loved the feeling that I had there. I felt comfortable, and I thought everything was just so interesting. The Muslim Quarter was really cool. There was so many delicious little restaurants there, and like the market. I went all through that. I love that. I went and visited the Terracotta Warriors, and also I forget the name of the tomb, but I'll put it on the screen. I went to a tomb there as well. Yeah, that's a tourist tourist place. And what else? Yeah, Bell Tower was beautiful. There's always people like dancing and singing and lots of little markets. Yeah, I really love Xian. I think if there was a place that I could live in China for a while, it would probably be Xian. I really love it there. The next place I went to was Beijing. Beijing was really cool. I went to the Great Wall, which is like just outside of Beijing, and that was amazing. I just remember standing on the top and just being like, just so in shock that this small town girl from East Coast Canada was actually standing on the Great Wall of China. I actually got really emotional because I couldn't believe that I was there, and I had always dreamed about it, but I never thought it was something that would come true. So yeah, it was really beautiful. And actually, I'm looking right at this little painting that I got from the Great Wall. Yeah, it's just, let's see if you guys can see it. So yeah, this was one of the little paintings that I got from the Great Wall. Just like, it was super cheap just from one of the little vendors there, but it's still special to me. Yeah, Beijing was really cool. It's a super busy city. I found it was quite loud. I think it's probably because I'm used to like a quieter life, but it was really fun. The night markets are really cool there. Yeah, lots of different foods, and Peking duck is delicious. What else? Oh, I went to the Forbidden Palace and walked around the Forbidden City. That was really cool. I love that. I love anything historical. My degree is anthropology, which is the study of humans, of history. So yeah, my major was also Chinese and Chinese literature. So I was super interested in everything with the history, and especially ancient history of China. So yeah, everything like that I really loved. Those were the main like 4 cities that I went to and traveled throughout. I was also in Guangzhou for a day, and I was in, where was it? Fuzhou, I believe it's called. Yeah, I was there for a day as well, but I didn't really get to travel because it was just like my layovers between flights, so I stayed close to the airport, so I didn't see much of those cities. But yeah, a couple things that I love about traveling in China are the transportation. The transportation is amazing. I love being able to just hop on a train and go to all these different cities. If you fly within China and use a Chinese airline, it's super cheap as well. I was flying to all these cities and it was really cheap and easy. What else? I also loved the food. Chinese food is super delicious, and I thought it was so interesting where like if you go to the different cities and different regions, they all have different flavors and styles of food, and yeah, it was just really cool to see that, and I really love trying all the different flavors and all of that. So that was kind of like a SparksNote version of my travels. It was just a very skimmed version. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to know more about or cities that you're interested in that I've traveled to. Also, Zhang has traveled to lots of cities in China as well, and we'll get him to talk about like Chengdu, Hanzhong. Yeah. And if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to let us know in the comments.